guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. In today's video, I recorded this cute, bold, beautiful look using the new Alyssa Edwards Time and Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And in this palette, I use my NYX Pigment eyeshadow primer to begin with, and I put it on my lids, and then I took my Tarte concealer and I based my eyelids. And then I took the pink shade out of the palette, the Texas Made, and I applied that first to the corner of my eyes. And as you can see, it's super bright, it's super pigmented, and it's super bold. It's perfect for the summer. And then after that, I took my yellow in Brick Road and I applied it to the middle of that. And as you can see, I pack on my eyeshadow. I don't blend it out yet, so right now I'm just packing all my colors in that I want to use, which I found to be pretty easy. The only thing I will say that was difficult while using this palette for me was the blending. Like, it was very difficult for me to blend personally because every time I kept blending it out, I felt like the shades kept disappearing, so I had to keep adding more, packing more on. But as you can see, I maneuvered and I worked with it the best that I could, and I ended up blending it out. And I also added a liner using the NYX glitter. I added a glitter liner to the look. So as you can see, skip, I'm on to my foundation routine. And for this, before I do anything, I added my primer. And then as you can see, I'm doing a different step. I add my concealer onto my face before I add any foundation. So I blend out that concealer all over using my beauty blender. Then I take my Urban Decay foundation, which is kind of not my shade, but if you see me, it's going to oxidize into my skin, and I'm going to be able to make it work. So I take that Urban Decay All Nighter foundation and I blend it out with my beauty blender, and I basically apply it evenly across the face. And then I take my MAC Compact Concealer palette and I begin to contour my face. As you can see, I add another layer concealer onto my foundation. So it's not just going to be beneath my foundation, it's also going to be on top. So then I take that concealer and I add it onto the bags of my eyes, and I basically just apply it evenly underneath my eyes, because after this I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to blend that out evenly underneath my eyes to cover those bags and those fine lines, those wrinkles that I want to get rid of. And I'm also going to take that concealer and I'm going to apply a little bit underneath my nose, onto my chin, the middle of my forehead, the middle of my nose. What do you call the middle of your nose? I'm going to apply it to the bridge of my nose. Let me give you the right context. So I'm going to apply the concealer. The shade of concealer that I like to use for my skin tone personally is more yellow because it blends in to my foundation perfectly, giving me a realistic skin finish. I also just sprayed my face with some skin finish. That's just to help blend out the foundation, the concealer. It just helps. Spraying primer water helps blend out the foundation in general, or blend out the makeup in general. Sorry about that. And also I take my darker contour and I applied it on the outside of my nose. And as you can see, I'm touching up the bridge of my nose with some more concealer. And then I pretty much take the beauty blender and blend out the bridge of my nose and the outside where you just see me add that contour. So really, you just want to contour your nose just to give it a slimmer look. That's what I do it for. I don't know why other people do it. So then now I take the contour and I'm just going to make a fish face, and I'm just going to apply it, blend it out onto my cheeks. Oh my god, I'm going so fast. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm taking my Fenty setting powder and I'm applying that setting powder directly onto that concealer that I just blended out. And I like to use my beauty blender to apply my setting powder. I like to use my beauty blender to blend out my setting powder. It's just a new trick that I just recently learned to do, and I love it, love it, love it. It gives me the matte look that I'm going for. It gives me the skin finish that I'm going for. I love using my beauty blender to blend out my setting powder, try it. Like, if you don't like it, leave a comment below and tell me what tips and techniques you use. But I love it. You should try it. So after as you can see, like I said, I'm about to blend out that, just pat that setting powder into it, blends out. Then you see me add my highlight. For this, I use my Laura Mercier. Is it Laura Mercier or Laura Mercier? I use that highlighter, which is kind of expensive, but I love it because I love the finishing look that it gives. Like, it gives me a glowy look. Like, it doesn't give me too much of a highlight. Like, it gives me a baked highlight look, basically, which I love because it blends into my skin. Now I'm going to add my setting spray by Urban Decay. Again, my favorite setting spray. If you watch any of my previous videos, I talk about that setting spray a lot. It's my favorite setting spray. I just basically need to do my lips. So for my lips, I take a little bit of brown lip liner. Just a little bit, because I'm about to add a super bright, bold color and I don't want it to get all over the place. So I just use a little bit of brown liner to help me keep that lipstick in shape. So for this tutorial, I'm going to use my NYX Butter Gloss, my NYX Intense Butter Gloss, and I'm using the shade Orange Sickle. Super bright, super duper bright. It's a perfect shade for the summer, which is why I decided to use it, because it's summertime and I want to be bright and bold as I possibly could be, because who gonna stop me? Who? Just tell me. Anywho, I take a little bit of that and I basically add that to my lip. And as you can see, that brown liner did absolutely nothing. Like, I don't want it to show. Like I said, I used it as my outline so my lipstick wouldn't get all over the place. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of that highlighter and apply it to the top of my lip. Just my finishing touches that I like to do. Those finishing touches matter. Those little finishing touches really make a difference. Whether it's adding a little bit of eyeshadow to the corner of your eyes, touching up that highlighter, or touching up that brow, those last finishing touches really works. But now, as you can see, I'm done. Peace out.
NAM Production.